Okay, so the purpose of hydration. Kind of already cheated a little bit. I gave you a little bit, perhaps one of the best parts in the last video. The purpose of hydration, as I see it, is mainly threefold. Talked a little bit about conductivity, meaning you're an electrical being and your body is always sending signals, electrical signals. Energy, information is always being carried up and down and in and out of your body at light speed. So without hydration, signals start to slow, and the timing of information being carried from the brain to the heart, or from the brain to the foot, or from the brain to other organs and glands that produce hormones, etc. Everything starts to slow down a little bit. So that's one key purpose of making sure that you have got tabs on hydration for the rest of your life. One of the other key purposes is coming from a Chinese or an Eastern principle or culture that's existed for centuries as far as health and disease. Chinese medicine is stagnation. A lot of Chinese medicine is built around the idea that things just cannot flow and things start to stagnate in the body, and that's where disease starts to set in or dysfunction starts to become present. So the flow is a real thing. We're talking about blood. We're talking about how sludge-like the blood can become when a person's chronically dehydrated and toxic. So we'll get into that in just a second, toxicity. But the flow of blood going in and out of the body, carrying these hormones, carrying these nutrients, etc., is real critical to health and function. And if you're chronically dehydrated, again, things are going to flow a little bit slower. They're going to get backed up. Things are going to stagnate and pool. And that is not something you want to be a part of at all. So when you're chronically hydrated and you're really keeping tabs on how much water you're putting in your body, you make it very easy for your body to circulate blood. You allow the body to clean the blood. You allow the body to transport blood and nutrients in the blood and hormones and chemicals in the blood at the highest rate possible. And that's good. That's what we want in order for health. So another thing is toxicity, and that goes along with that principle of flow and fluidity. So when you are chronically dehydrated, your body is naturally going to carry a lot more chemicals inside of it. The liver and the kidneys are not going to be pressed to function at their optimal levels when you're dehydrated. So your kidneys specifically and your liver are not able to filter properly because things are moving really slow, sludge-like, because we're just dehydrated. And this happens a lot. They say that if you are thirsty, you're already well past your normal levels of hydration. So I see people a lot who say, I usually only drink when I'm thirsty. Shame on you. You missed the boat entirely. Or I don't really drink that much water, but I drink, iced tea or Pepsi or Diet Pepsi, for goodness sake. Shame on you. You've missed the boat. You didn't learn what your body needs in order to function properly. Again, we say to get out in the office, your body is the greatest gift that you will ever be given. And it's kind of up to you, since it didn't come with an owner's manual, to kind of figure out how it works. Respectfully. That's what we're all responsible for doing. So hydration is a key component in terms of electricity and conductivity, basic elemental function of the human body, blood flow, and toxicity. So I have seen countless improvements over the years when I just get somebody to really almost sometimes have to force them just to start putting more water in their body. And I've seen them make big drastic turns in their health profile just because they've gone from chronically dehydrated. I don't even think they're as hydrated as they need to be, but they're just not as bad as they were. And I see inflammatory processes go away. I see liver and kidney function come back online. I see changes in the eyes, changes in the skin. It's just amazing how bad things can get when you're chronically dehydrated, and it's equally amazing how great things can get when you start to put a lot more water in your body on a routine basis. So there is a big purpose for hydration. There's a big purpose for doctors to be teaching patients and clients and friends and family about hydration and why it's so important. We just never got this stuff in school, so we think that you only drink water when you're thirsty. or after you've been working out for a long period of time. Nothing could be further from the truth. Drinking water, the process of drinking water, the process of staying hydrated is it's a necessity. It's a necessity for being alive. It's a necessity for promoting health. It's a necessity for preventing disease. It's a necessity for respecting the gift that you were given, which is your body. So there's big purpose in this week's challenge. So share this information with other people, especially tune into the next video where we talk about a couple different strategies from really simple to maybe a little bit more complicated. But I look forward to sharing that with you in the next video.